Yeah, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised a little later than I thought, so I apologize there. Now, I have the homepage of your guys' website pulled up, but I like to start these videos out typically on a Google search page. Now, what I've typed in here is roofing Little Rock, Arkansas. Now, we consider this to be a buyer intent keyword. And so there's going to be a lot of different variations of how people are going to type this in to actually look for a roofing company within Little Rock. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and use this one just for the sake of the video. The overall objective is to just get on the first page of Google for as many of those as possible. Main reason, of course, about 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this page when choosing a company. So we can tell that's going to increase overall exposure and overall the amount of leads that we can get through, whether that's a business profile, ads, or our website. So we can see the first way that a few companies are getting on this first page is through paid advertising. Now, these Google guaranteed ads are definitely going to be the top option when it comes to this. They do have the highest conversion rate at about 30 to 40%, but also the only downside is about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard these. Even with that being said, if you're haven't really started organically ranking or you're working your way up to the first page, these are definitely a great option if you're looking to get customers in a certain area right here, right now. Okay. Now, the long-term option, the best long play is going to be ranking organically. Okay. Now you can do that through Google Business Profile or through a website. Now, for a business profile, there's a few things typically that a lot of companies don't do that can instantly get you ranked higher. Okay. Now, that top three is going to be where you want to be. Just so, again, people don't have to click more buttons to find you and go searching for you. You're right in front of them. But this will help you no matter where you're at. Okay. Now, these photos, okay, this obviously isn't your guys's, but I'm just going to use natural state here as the control here. So with the photos, you want to be uploading as many photos as you can per week, obviously relevant to what you guys are doing. So whether those are drone shots, you guys working, inspections, before and afters, whatever it may be, the big key with these photos is make sure you geotag them, okay? And that's pretty simple to do. You can just, look up a Google search how to do that. It's normally just a couple settings in your phone that'll make these geotagged. And what that does is when you upload these into your business profile, it's showing, Google where you actually took these pictures from. And especially if they were within the Little Rock area, it's going to help you guys rank a lot quicker. Also, there's a bio section about your company. Make sure that's filled out 100%. Okay. There should be 750 characters that you can fill out within there. And then also with your reviews, of course, make sure you're getting reviews and getting the best reviews that you can, but also respond to all your reviews as well, because that tells Google not only do you take pride in your work, but also what people have to say about it, right? And then really the last thing is within your Google business profile, Google lets you create a little one-page website. I would create that as well. Now, when it comes to your actual website, it's fairly similar, right? You want it to rank on the first page so it's in front of everybody's eyes. But the main key about a website is you can rank your website for any area that you would please to try and find work in or do work in, so on and so forth. Okay. It's not just going to help you within Little Rock. It can help you if you want to expand out as well. Okay. So I did pull up Garcia and Sons just so we can take a look at what their website's up to and maybe learn a couple things. Now, right off the bat, nothing wrong with the website overall look wise. You even have a couple of these, what we consider to be called to action buttons. They get people to stay within the website longer and funnel them down to where you want them to do something, right? Call us or fill out some type of form. Now, also looks like you're going to be servicing pretty much all of Arkansas here, as we can see. Now, what I would start doing here too, if these are the larger, population areas that are going to have the most amount of search volume, I would start building out service area pages for each of these. Okay. Now, what that allows you to do is to basically, let's just take Redfield. Okay. You'd build out a Redfield, service area page on your website. Now you can try and rank this Redfield page specifically for Redfield. Okay. Because if you're trying to rank just your home page here for all these different areas, it's not going to work. It seems very unorganic to Google, and it's really going to throw a red flag for your website. But overall, the main thing that's going to help you guys rank is definitely going to be content. Okay. Content is king. And we see we don't have much content on this home page. Okay. Google typically wants to see a bare minimum of 500 words of content on a home page. And one of the things that I always like to take a look at is the top competitor. Okay. Come through, look at how much content they have. Even if they're under that 500, I would still stay that as a bare minimum, which it looks like they are. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors than content that helps with ranking a website, but content's definitely going to be at the forefront and having your keywords within it as well. Okay. I would definitely have more content than they have, and Google would probably like to see that as well. They're just the top option as it sits. Okay. Now, I like to go over and use this paid program called Ahrefs. It's going to give us a dashboard of numbers that we can compare both your website and then Garcia and Son as well. Now, these first two numbers that I just highlighted are going to be your strength and trust that Google has for your website. Now, they're ranked out of 100, but typically once you hit a benchmark of about 30 and above for each of these, you're going to be considered pretty powerful at that point. Even with that being said, we know there's not much trust built up yet with Google for your website, okay? Now, you build that strength and trust through these different backlinks that you're going to build out through these referring domains. Now, backlink is going to be any clickable text linking one website to another. That can also be an image as well. And those are all held again within these different referring domains. Make sure when you're building these backlinks out that you're getting them from authoritative domains. And by authoritative, I mean they already have high strength and trust within Google. So once you do acquire a backlink from them, it's going to help your ratings out in return. Okay. Also, you're indexing for about 41 keywords, and if you're servicing all of Arkansas, I would assume you would have more. The research would have to be done for those areas, but I would assume you'd have closer to probably 100 buyer intent keywords for roofing in all these different areas. And it is bringing you just under 70 traffic. Okay, so not horrible on the traffic from what I'm seeing so far. So I did go ahead and I clicked on those keywords, and we can actually see where your traffic is coming from. And it's all having to do with the company name. Okay. Now, I think it's great to be able to rank for your company name. You know, if people are looking you up, they can find you right away. That seems, really credible to them. But also, I want to be able to get traffic from people who don't know who we are, right? They're looking for a company in a specific area. They have no clue who they want to use. They're using Google as their reference point, right? Those are the people you really want to capitalize on. So here's one of your first ones. You know, you have one in Benton here as well that gets 50 searches per month on average, but you're way on that fourth or fifth page of Google. Now you have Roofer Little Rock, Arkansas, or AR, and that gets 150 searches per month. But again, you're way on the back pages of Google for that. So these are the ones you want to be able to target and get on those first pages to really capitalize on that audience. Okay. Now, if we take a look at Garcia and Son, we can see their strength and trust a little bit higher, right? Especially that UR from not nearly as many backlinks. So you definitely want quality backlinks from authoritative domains again. And they have closer to that 90 keywords, but it's bringing in closer to 600 traffic. Okay. And I do believe they're getting some, traffic from their company name here as well. And really, this would be more of a nationwide keyword search. There's going to be a lot more Garcia roofings out there. So I would say this traffic is kind of nullified anyways. Even with that being said, though, the first one underneath of it, Roofing Little Rock, right? That gets 250 searches per month. They're third position, so they're getting, a little bit over 10% of that traffic. And really, once you get on the first page, average is about you'll get 10% of traffic. Lower position, higher up on the page, you will be getting more of that. Okay, so the closer they get to one position, the more traffic they'll get from that. But industry standard, and here's the numbers you really want to hear. Industry standard is for a buyer intent keyword like these roofing companies, Little Rock, so on and so forth, is about 10% of this traffic, or sorry, 30% of this traffic will end up reaching out to you in a form of a lead, right? Whether that's filling out a form or reaching out to you via phone call. So they should be getting, anywhere from 8 to 10 leads per month on average from just this one specific keyword. So I would consider, depending on how slow or quick paced the month is, anywhere from on the low end, maybe 20 to the upper end, 50 and above leads per month for ranking within Little Rock, Arkansas for roofing. Okay. And there's where you can really see how lucrative this can get. So if you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you guys any way that I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I truly do hope to hear from you guys soon. Thanks.